Imagine a world where meat production doesn't require raising and slaughtering animals. Lab-grown meat, also known as cultured meat, is a revolutionary technology with the potential to reshape our food system. Traditional animal agriculture is a major contributor to greenhouse gas emissions, deforestation, and water pollution. Lab-grown meat offers a promising solution, providing a more sustainable and ethical way to produce meat. Proponents see it as a crucial step towards a more sustainable and compassionate food system, while critics raise concerns about its safety, cost, and impact on traditional farming. Join us as we journey into the world of lab-grown meat and discover what might be on your plate in the years to come. Lab-grown meat might seem like science fiction, but the science behind it is surprisingly straightforward. This innovative process starts with a small sample of animal cells, typically muscle cells, placed in a nutrient-rich growth medium. Over time, the cells multiply and differentiate, forming muscle tissue in a controlled laboratory environment. The result is a product that is biologically identical to conventionally produced meat, with the same taste, texture, and nutritional value. Lab-grown meat is still in its early stages, but it has the potential to revolutionize the way we think about meat. As research progresses, we can expect to see lab-grown meat become more widely available and affordable. The process of creating lab-grown meat begins with a small sample of muscle stem cells extracted from an animal. These cells are placed in a bioreactor, a controlled environment that provides the ideal conditions for cell growth. Inside the bioreactor, the cells are immersed in a nutrient-rich growth medium that contains all the essential nutrients they need to multiply and differentiate. As the cells multiply and differentiate, they form muscle fibers that grow and intertwine, just like in a living animal. Over time, these muscle fibers develop into larger pieces of muscle tissue, which can then be harvested and processed into various meat products. The lab-grown meat industry is rapidly gaining momentum, with numerous startups and research institutions racing to scale up production and bring down costs. Companies like Mosa Meat, Memphis Meats, and Aleph Farms are leading the charge, attracting significant investment and making headlines with their groundbreaking developments. These companies are not only focusing on producing different types of meat, but also on improving the taste, texture, and nutritional profile of their products. High-profile taste tests and product launches have generated significant buzz and anticipation. As the technology advances and production costs decrease, lab-grown meat is poised to become more accessible to the public. Market analysts predict that lab-grown meat could become a multi-billion-dollar industry within the next decade, disrupting traditional animal agriculture. Lab-grown meat offers a more sustainable alternative to traditional animal agriculture, which is a major contributor to greenhouse gas emissions, deforestation, and water pollution. Studies have shown that lab-grown meat production could result in significant reductions in greenhouse gas emissions compared to conventional meat production. For example, producing lab-grown beef could reduce greenhouse gas emissions by up to 96% compared to traditional beef production. Lab-grown meat production requires significantly less land, water, and energy than traditional animal agriculture. By reducing the environmental footprint of meat production, lab-grown meat could play a crucial role in creating a more sustainable food system. It could help us meet the growing global demand for meat without further straining our planet's resources. Beyond its environmental benefits, lab-grown meat offers potential ethical and health advantages over traditional meat. Lab-grown meat provides a way to produce meat without raising and slaughtering animals, significantly reducing animal suffering. Because it is produced in a controlled environment, the risk of contamination from bacteria, viruses, and parasites is significantly reduced. Researchers are exploring ways to enhance the nutritional profile of lab-grown meat, such as creating meat with healthier fats, lower cholesterol levels, and added vitamins and minerals. This could lead to a safer food supply and reduce the incidence of foodborne illnesses. Lab-grown meat could have significant public health benefits, particularly in terms of reducing the risk of chronic diseases associated with red meat consumption.